Hi, I'm Sherry Skinner, Client Services Manager with Interstate Moving and Storage. So I'm going to give you some packing tips that you can pass along to your clients or maybe use yourself. The most important things when you start packing up a home is to use the correct boxes for the correct items. I have a little sheet here that's going to help me out with this as I talk to you about them and give you some samples of what goes into the boxes. So first we're going to start with the smallest box that we use for packing. When you're going to buy this box, it'll be a small box. Could be called a 1.5, that's the cubic feet of the box. This is for heavy items that will fit into this box. So you are going to be putting books in this box, magazines in this box, hand tools in this box, canned goods if you decide to take those in this box. Your CD collection is going to go in this box. That's for all the Generation Xers out there like me. And definitely all your books, you want to, if they're hardcover, you want to pack them upright in this box. And even though it's books and maybe things that you don't think could be breakable in this box, you should always fill up. And this goes for every box here that I'm going to talk about. You should always fill up any space in that box with wadded up paper or something. You want to make that box a hard cube because the movers in a truck, or if you're moving yourself, you're going to do this in a truck, or if it's going into storage, it's always going to be stacked with other boxes. The other tip is, because it's going to be stacked, you shouldn't be writing things on the top of the box, like if it's fragile or what room it goes into. That should be put on the side of the box. Now, our company already has a pre-printed place for this, but if you buy a box or use a box that doesn't have this, still, it'd be very helpful to you. Put the room you plan for this to go into, because maybe it didn't come out of the room that you planned it to go into in the new home. And also what is in this box and your name. I'd put your name on it too. Again, do it on the sides, not the top, because then they're not going to see it when it's in a stack or when they deliver it to your home and now it's in a stack in your garage or your basement for you to go through later. Let's move on to the next size box, which is really the workhorse of every house. This is the medium box. A lot of things go into medium boxes. A medium boxes is also 3.0 or 3.1 cube. You might see that as well if you're purchasing a box. So pots, pans, shoes, purses, lampshades, which should be packed by themselves and not with other things because the lampshade could get crushed by something. You can nest one lampshade in another with paper between it. Your Tupperware, things from your kitchen items, electronic equipment. So you're going to use a lot of medium boxes when you're packing up a house. Again, as I said before, fill up the space. Actually start with a little bit of wadded paper or something on the bottom. Put your things in there if they need to have paper between them, and then make sure you fill up that space and make it a cube. The next size box is your large box. So this is going to be stuffed animals. It's going to be blankets, pillows, comforters, toys that aren't going to fit into the other boxes I've showed you. That's what you're going to use a medium box. Again, don't put heavy things in boxes this size. The box might break. You can't lift it. The movers can't lift it. You can also do lampshades in here too, depending on their size. Next size up, 6.0, extra large. This is going to be, again, light, fluffy things, maybe larger lampshades, maybe some artificial plants you have, blankets, comforters. Again, large, fluffy things, large, light things go into this size box. And then we're going to move on to the most difficult, usually the two most difficult boxes for people to pack. And this is where you might want to get the pricing for the professional mover to do at least this packing for you. Oh, I forgot the wardrobe. We're going to go back this way. Thank you, sorry. We skipped right over the wardrobe. The wardrobe is very useful in moving clothes. And that's because the clothes can be kept on their hanger. You don't need a box for clothes, then a box for hangers. And it can just be hung in this box and then rehung into your closet when you get to your new home. There are different size wardrobes. The short wardrobes are really best for just shirts, things like that. Most people like to use the long wardrobes. And also, you shouldn't put a bunch of heavy stuff at the bottom of the wardrobe. Don't throw all your shoes down there. That's going to be a problem too when they go to move the wardrobe. Let's go back now to the mirror box. Now this is going to be a little more difficult to pack. We put artwork in here, pictures in here that are over the size that'll fit into the other boxes I showed you. We put glass in here, glass tops, things like that. Again, I would recommend just getting the pricing on this from a mover because they are a little more difficult for you to pack yourself. But you can purchase your own mirror boxes to do packing as well. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about the dish pack. So the dish pack is what you want to put all your breakables in, your vases, your dishes that are breakable. You want to use a dish pack. Now a dish pack is a thicker box than all the other boxes. So it already has more protection from the outside of the box. Our company also will use these cells to make sure that everything has a place within the dish pack. If you don't have cells like this and you're packing your own dish pack, you're going to really need to use a lot of paper. Really use a lot of paper around these items that are breakable. Make sure there's plenty of cushioning in that box. Start with cushioning at the bottom. Put some paper down there at the bottom so it's not touching the bottom of the box. You don't want this stuff touching right up to the edge either without some paper or something between it, and the top as well. And I'd like to note two things. You see how the plates are sitting like this? If you pack a plate like this, it's more apt to break than packing a plate like this. It's going to be stronger. You can pack plates together with paper between them. Same things with glassware. Never pack glassware on its side. It's going to break. Always pack it on its top or its bottom. That's where it's the strongest. And again, use a lot of paper when you're packing your dish packs. And movers, we use this kind of paper. You can also use, we call this newsprint because it looks like newspaper without the print on it. But you can also use newspapers if you want to. Just keep in mind they're going to have that black film that might get off on your dishes and things. So that's really my best tips for packing and the different kind of containers to use, and I hope you find this helpful. Thank you.